All right. Come here, Jojo.
We are live,
Oh,
people.
live on Facebook. We'll give everybody a minute to join us on Facebook.
Wait a minute.
I'm excited.
Did it actually go? I just got a notification saying, oh, yep, we're here.
Yep, I think so. I see it on Facebook. I'm going to share it real quick. You guys come join us if you are on Facebook right now, or if you have the
Hello,
link to get
everybody.
on Zoom. Hello, hello. Hi, Anna. Hi, Tracy. How are you?
Hi, Ani. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. So excited. So last week we had a big oopsie because Ani's Zoom just completely crashed right when Ted hit the live button for Facebook and I disappeared. So hopefully there's no crazy errors that go on with tonight's call, but I'm excited because we have, Harold, what's going on your end? See, Zoom is very unpredictable.
It's all part of the journey.
It is, definitely. So tonight, we are joined on Together Tuesdays with our most favorite international ambassador, Misha Dream Walker, and her husband is somewhere back there, probably making you tea or possibly a steak.
Probably both.
Probably both. That's awesome. Just so everybody knows that we are live on Facebook and we are also recording this session. So you can watch the session on our YouTube channel at AMC Support. Is that how you find us on YouTube? I don't even know. But welcome, everybody. I'm so excited to see so many faces here today. Misha always brings a crowd. So
I'm so happy to see everyone. Tracy, your hair is so long.
I love it. I love it. So Misha, we wanted to bring you on today to kick off December, obviously, and of course share a little bit of your journey as our international ambassador, but also your upcoming travels and what some of your plans are that you are able to share with us. I know some of them you're still working on, but some might be confirmed. So we're really excited to hear about it. And of course, we're just glad to have you here.
I'm so happy to be here as always. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here as always. I feel like, seeing all you guys is like you're around the corner, really. It's amazing. And I know we're very far. And I know Tracy's in Ohio, and Manda is in Canada, Harold is in St. Louis. Hi, Mark is in New Zealand. Like,
yes.
He's in Ohio too. It's just crazy, and Christopher is there as well. It's just, that T-shirt that we did for the pandemic, that we are together at heart, even when apart.
Even when apart.
Yeah,
it's so true.
It is. Yeah, it's so true. It's the connections that we formed. We were talking about them last week with Rennie, and in all honesty, like, we're a big family. Like, whenever a new family shows up, like 2 weeks ago, I was talking to a mom. Her little boy wasn't diagnosed for over a year, right? So he didn't have a diagnosis for a year, and the mom reached out, and she didn't know anyone from the community or anything. And we were talking, and I was like, you are in for a treat. The specialists, like doctors, say that you are lucky if you have AMC because the support group is amazing. And it's true. Within days, she was talking to the moms group, the boy was already making some friends online, you know, they were doing like Zoom calls. It was like, what is going on? It's amazing. It's just so heartwarming. And it kind of makes me think of growing up. I talk to a lot of our, you know, the adult like me, and you know, I know a lot of us grew up with no knowing anyone with AMC, and now it just doesn't seem that rare anymore, right? And for me, traveling around and visiting all of these families, the other day I was trying to make numbers, and it's overwhelming the amount of families that we have reached through the Dream Walker project and the International Ambassador Program. And the fact that we are reaching the families in their hometowns. Now I'm looking at Donna, you know, that we have in Christopher's house, you know, we have been with Mira, in Amanda's parents, you know, I feel like we have been in everyone's home, right? And I know we are very, very far from reaching that actually, but we are working toward. Hi, Christopher.
Good night.
How are you?
He said good night and love you.
Good
Oh,
night. I love you
Good
too.
good
I
night,
wish
Sorry to interrupt.
Christopher.
I wish we could cuddle and read books like we did when we visited you.
Yeah.
You
Tell
remember?
me, so- Yeah.
What?
Do you remember when you guys cuddled?
Yes.
Yeah, and read books?
Yes.
Oh,
Misha's saying that she wishes that she could do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only do that again.
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully soon. Hopefully
that is
soon,
so
Christopher.
sweet.
Night night.
Say good
Good
night.
night, Christopher.
Night, Christopher.
Night.
Love you.
Good night.
Good night,
Good night.
Christopher.
Yeah, and so many families are reaching, even from the US. I feel like we were just chatting a minute ago. Like so many families have reached now from Florida. And we have been in Florida 3 times. And there is still new families reaching out from all ages, you know, adults, newborns, you know. I feel like it's gonna be a never-ending story, like a never-ending trip, a never-ending program. And sometimes people ask me like, oh, I don't know, this person is riding a motorbike, or, you know, trying to raise awareness, or people are doing this. I wish everyone grabbed a car and printed blue hands, you know, if everyone could do it, like, please join us. This is not just a Mission Mike thing. You can, you know, do meetups. You can reach out the people in your state, in your hometown, in your city. Like I love seeing Catherine with Carly meeting in Omaha. Like our community is everywhere, even if it doesn't feel like that. And it makes a big difference. It makes a big difference because I feel like once you are together, and we get that at conference, like people just get you, but you have people that get you at home as well. I think we need to work on that, and hopefully next year we see a lot of people applying for the grant that AMCSI has for meetups, right? And to make our community more local as well. Like, you remember Annie and Tracy and Mira being in the Ohio meetup, and Julia, I think Julia is 30. I don't know how old is Julia, but Abby and I were showing her how to do her like a clip-on ponytail, right? And she could do her braid, but she was so excited to be able to do her own hair in a different style. That's something that you only get with your people, and you don't have to be affected in the same way, right?
Right.
The ideas just flow. Our minds work differently. Like I can, I don't know, talk to Mark. Like I met Mark in randomly. He's from New Zealand, and we met in London, and we were chatting. Like we're super different, but just meeting each other and chatting and sharing experiences. Mark is from New Zealand. I'm from Peru. you know, we are different generations and different cultures, everything, but still we have so much in common.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that just speaks volumes, Misha. It's such an incredible journey that you have been on, and you have touched the lives of so many people around the world, you know, and we just, you know, it's crazy because I always think back at, you know, our organization being so small at one time, many moons ago, you know, and our first conference, Tracy, you were there. We only had 100 attendees, and I think it was 30 families in a small, tiny hotel. And now we're seeking out massive venues because we have so many of our AMC families that I know, Misha, you go into their homes and you convince them to come to conference because it's so important to build that community, but also to be with your people. We have worked really hard to build this community, and I'm just in awe of it constantly because it's ever changing and it's continuing to grow exponentially, as you have witnessed just in your post alone. Wanting so many people are wanting you to come to visit in so many different areas of the United States and beyond. So that's a true testament to the work that you're doing, and I know it's a true honor for many of our AMC families to have you join them, you know, in the home. It's so important for you to I know they love the car and they love putting their handprints, but it's you that makes this program, this Dream Walker program work, and we're really so honored to have you as part of our team. So
I am very honored to be part of AMCSI, and you know, seeing how much is growing and seeing where it's heading and seeing the community and how many things are actually happening in not just in America, but outside America. You know, people are wanting to be together, right? We can see it in this call. I don't know who has joined on Facebook, but in Zoom right now, look at us, like we are all over, we're global, right? Because people look for community, and that can be it's not an understatement. Like it's just what you created all those years ago, Annie, when you thought, okay, people need to get together. Why is that? No, like I cannot talk to someone about my baby girl. And you decided to put Abby in a white dress and say, like, people, let's get together. Look at us now. Like, look at this community. And I think we should get bigger, and we should be, you know, working in community internationally. And that's where we're heading.
Absolutely, yes. And that is the goal, is to collaborate with the other patient support organizations around the world. You know, we do want to plant some footprints of our own in the countries that do not have a great support system. I want one in particular, Crystal, in Canada. You know, we're working on it. We're talking. We're trying to figure out if that's something that's feasible for AMCSI, to have, you know, of course, the state and regional areas, but also just to have footprints internationally. So that's the goal. We definitely need a patient support group out there. And many other areas we definitely want to touch upon. We have a lot, like even statewide, we have Tracy and Heather here from Arthrogryposis, Ohio. And that's huge. I mean, to be able to have a state that is very committed to making sure that our families get together in the spring and the fall, that's huge, because we need more of that. We need more states to commit. I know Utah is very good about that. They are very dedicated to getting together annually as well. and they host events, and there's some other states that also get together on a smaller level, like South Carolina, in the spring and fall. But we want to see more of our families getting together. It could be a picnic. It could be, I know that many years ago they met at the mall, at the cafeteria. I mean, there's so many different options. If like somebody's home's not available or a venue's not available, a park, sometimes the shelter rentals are very low, and we have a grant if, you need assistance with the shelter rental fee. So there's options. We definitely I talk about this, I think, every Together Tuesday. We can't possibly have our AMC annual conference hit every state, but the goal is to have the smaller one-day conferences or the mini meetups happen in your area. So it's so important, and we definitely want to help make that happen for our families. Because none of us should ever feel alone, not any one of our moms or dads or AMCers themselves. So I think, I know, Misha, you talk about AMCSI and our grant programs often on the road in our annual conference, but I know that, and people at home are listening, but if you need help or assistance to get a smaller mini meetup off the ground, we are so happy to help you figure all those details out. And we have people like Tracy and Heather that are also willing to help, because I know that they started, pretty small, and some of their meetups are massive now. So that's really exciting. And it's, I know it's, for some states, it's a big deal. But we definitely want to have that. Go ahead, Misha.
And it gets bigger and bigger. Like I'm seeing Everett here, and like we met in one of the meetups in Minnesota, and our first meetup in Minnesota it was in a small living room in a house last year, June 30th. There was, we were in a rooftop. There was more families joining in. Probably the next one is gonna have to be in a park or something, like with more space, because people see these pictures. So like, this is where my people are, and it just gets bigger and bigger. Don't get discouraged by the fact that, maybe the first meetup is like 2 families or 3 families. The next one will be probably 5 families, and then all of a sudden you will have 10, 30, 20, 30 families, and you won't be able to fit them in the places that you were, begin with.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's always options, and there's always growth, and the growth is what you want. I think that COVID did put a little bit of a damper on people getting together, for a couple of years, but now I see a lot of folks posting, that they want to get together. They see, like you said, Carly and Kaz's and Bruce's small little get together. That was huge, for them. It was huge to be able to have that small little community in Omaha, so those are things that we could help connect, either via Facebook or through our website. We want to connect you with people that you're close to, and hopefully we could host a meeting of, depending on how big the interest is, we could possibly host a one-day conference in your area, so the sky's the limit, I see. And then, Misha's going to do the groundwork. She'll be traveling starting in, is it May, June?
Yes, May.
Yeah.
Hopefully
so that's...
the old lady keeps up as she does.
Oh, I know that.
She's resting on Grandma's farm.
Yay!
Yes.
It's amazing. That car, like, honestly, Tracy, I tell you many times, but it was such a bummer to erase the handprints in the car rentals, and then Tracy said, like, okay, you can have the I have a white car that you can use, and she said, like, Misha, but it's an old lady's car, and I was like, yeah, that's the name. She's the old lady.
No, That's awesome. We love the old lady too. She is definitely a part of your journey as well, Misha.
And now
And
she's
I,
a classic car because she's 25 years old.
Yeah, she's
ah,
25. And like I know every year people go like, she's not gonna make it. She's not gonna make it. Even Tracy's dad said that she might not make it to Canada. And I was like, yeah, she's going to do it.
Dad handed me the keys and said I wouldn't drive across the country.
oh,
Yeah.
So he was quite
well, I
shocked
know
when I
you.
told him it made
But
it
she
across
did
the
it
Rockies
up
twice.
and down the Rockies. Sorry, she did up and down the Rockies twice on that trip. So she was like, oh, I want to prove you wrong.
I think the old lady enjoys the trip just as much as you do, Misha.
Yes. Yes.
She
And we
is the
feel so
star of the
safe.
show.
Like we have done in the old lady, I think almost 50 to 60,000 now, if not more,
Wow.
miles. Not even like a flat tire.
So crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's because all the angels around it.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yes, you definitely
Hey.
do have a good amount of love that surrounds you as you travel, Misha.
Yeah, and we can feel it. We can feel it. Like whenever we leave a house, a home, the families are blessing us, saying, some pray, some are Catholic, some are Christian, some are just, like universal believers and whatever. I know the energy that we receive and the car receive is just an positive, loving energy. And that's why everything goes like so well. I know.
So Misha, I know we were going to talk about your journey, but I wanted to tell you a little something. So I personally sent out some emails to a few of my friends and a few of your friends to join us tonight because I actually wanted them to share what you mean to them. So,
oh my goodness.
everybody that is on Zoom tonight, and of course, if you're on Facebook watching at home, you can put in your comments or come join us in the Zoom. But I want, hey, Mark, you can go ahead and start us off. And this is just a little appreciation for you because we love you so much.
You're gonna
And
make me
so
cry.
that was the goal. That was the goal. All right, Mark,
Yes.
kick us off.
Thank you, Annie. Thank you, Misha. I was just thinking about what you've done for our group. And it just puts shivers up my spine when I think about it. You're involved in our last meeting, and all of you have welcomed some of our members, Wendy and Alan, and Haley and Anna, and I thank you for that. But Misha, your passion, your pride is just infectious. So meeting you and Mike in England was one of the highlights of my trip. So I just can't thank you enough. I'm getting emotional talking about it, but you are a special lady, so keep it up.
Thank you, Mark. Oh my goodness. I wasn't expecting this.
All right, Harold, we can't share the photo you wanted to share, Misha's favorite photo, but she probably knows what you're referring to, but you can have a few minutes to show Misha some
I know which
appreciation.
The best part about the photo is just Misha's eyes. It is completely light up in the most fun way ever. But I still remember the first time I met Misha. I can't remember what conference it was, but I remember Ani coming up and saying, "Oh, you've got to meet this young lady from Peru. She's here with her mother. It's her first conference." And it was just so funny because Misha was this wonderful combination of shy and yet very engaging. She was still getting confident about her English, as was her mother. But she didn't want to be a wallflower. She wanted to be there. She wanted to be active. And it was just a great energy to have there. And had this way of kind of attracting people around her. And I remember also the first time that I heard that she was going to make this trip, from house to house before the meeting started. I'm thinking, my God, that's just lunacy. How can you do that? How can you have the energy? And it just keeps growing. She does it more and more. So just amazing. Absolutely. I wish you could bottle that energy and share it. But in my way of looking at AMCSI, I think of Ani as the face of the organization, the most recognized, but Misha is just right there beside her. I think they're just a beautiful duo. They really display the warmth and the emotion and the welcomeness of our society, of our group.
Oh, thank you, Harold. Hi, Anna.
Hi, Misha. We love you and we miss you and we admire you completely. Every time I meet somebody, either they reach out to me on Facebook or online, and they mention, and I say to myself, who could have met this family? You know, some random family in the middle of nowhere. I know, Misha. And that's exactly what happens. I reach out to you. Do you know so and so? Yeah, I met them. I went to their house. So it is amazing, and that is the connection that we all need as human beings. And you know, that's wonderful to see in you. You're a beautiful star and a spark in all of us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, Mira, you're up next, girlfriend.
I'm so proud of everything you've done. You are such an amazing person. You are very outgoing, and I'm proud of you. You've been able to spread AMC and sorry, my dog. Sorry. But you've been able to spread the word about AMC and our meetups. You've been able to spread it so far and help everyone.
Thank you, Mira. Thank you. I love you. And I'm very proud of you too. And we share the same walk.
I was going to bring that up. Just being at the meetups, I've watched what you have done. You were talking about the hair earlier. And I know that was from the meetup this past fall. And, you know, I go back, she's going to kill me for mentioning it, but I go back to the meeting that I was banned from. I don't know why I'm a girl, but I was banned from it, and you guys were able to help Mira just figure out one of those things that had been struggling with. And it was forever changed from then. Finding out the walk, that was such a confidence builder that I have never seen. And there's just so many things that you bring to each person that I see you come across. I'm lucky that I feel like I get to sit back and kind of observe a lot of times the effect that you have on people. And it's amazing to see people hold their heads a little higher. It's amazing to be able to see them just have that chin up is such a big thing in the world. We take enough knocks as it is that if your chin is down, it makes it harder, but they leave you with that chin held a little bit higher each and every single time. And it doesn't matter where I've seen you or what type of position. You're fantastic.
Thank you, Heather. And this is what we do. And I love you for just being part of it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Such a big part of it.
Hey, Ray, are you there?
Hi, I'm here. Sorry, I don't know if you can see my picture or not. I don't know how to put one up, but
That's okay. We can hear you.
oh, good. Misha, you were the first adult with AMC that I'd ever met. I had the pleasure of meeting sweet little Christopher a couple of years ago. Misha was the first adult, and you really made me feel accepted and loved for who I am, not because I have AMC or anything else, but just because I was part of a community. And you do that with every single person you meet, whether you meet them in person
or even if you just to reach out to them on through Facebook. I watch and read what you say, and you're so inspiring to so many people. I remember after I saw my aunt the very next day because she wanted to know so much how our meeting went. And she saw it. She could see the joy that you brought out in me, and I see the joy you bring out in so many people. And the acceptance. And I thank you. And I'm so blessed that we got to spend some time together. And in all honesty, you're the only person in the world I've taken a photo with on a toilet. I have I have arranged toilet seats, like chair height toilets in my house. And Misha went to the bathroom and all of a sudden she's yelling, Ray, Ray, Ray. And I'm like, oh my God, what happened? And I go down the hall and she's, you got high toilets. So
Canada have very short toilets, and I was so happy to find a tall one.
Aw,
Oh, thank you,
I
Ray.
love
I love
that.
you.
love you.
Amanda, do you want to share?
Yeah, I like to share.
Okay.
I met Misha at the conferences, and I'm so happy she came to Canada last year for her drive and meet people in Canada. And we got to meet her in person.
Oh.
And I'm
Amanda,
happy for that.
you know that you were one of the first people I met with AMC. When I walked on my first conference, you were there. It was you, Val, and Dave. And I will never forget what I felt. You made me feel something really special, and I wanted you to know that.
Oh, thank you.
You're a big part of this journey, Amanda.
Thank you.
So sweet, Amanda. Thank you for sharing. Donna, do you want to share?
I met Misha. We were at our first conferences together. Indianapolis was our first conference. And I remember sitting in the lobby talking to her and both feeling overwhelmed because being at first conference is overwhelming because there's just so many people and you don't realize that there are so many different at least I didn't, and I don't think Misha either realized that there were so many different forms of AMC and people who were so severely affected that it made me feel lucky. And meeting with Misha at different times and then having her come to Canada this past summer was really special to go over to Maeve's house and visit with Misha and Mike there. That was really nice because as special as conferences are, because they're so big, you just don't have the same opportunity to talk one-on-one with people. And I'm just so thankful for Misha and Michael and for all that they do. And I don't want to leave Michael out because he's a big part of it also. He on this journey with Misha. And this summer we decided that they were official Canadians. And yeah, I think they got a few Canadian t-shirts along the way.
That's awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing, Donna. Chris, do you want to share? I know you always have something.
Misha is like sunshine in a person. Just, everything about her is so joyous and bubbly, and it's just been such a great experience, being able to meet you and being around you the few times we have, and just having that fellowship and that excitement, and we could do the shimmy together.
I love it. That's my favorite thing to do with you.
I love it. Love it. Thank you, Chris. Jessica, Everett, do you want to share?
We do. Everett, what do you want to say?
Thank you. Yeah.
Everett says, thank you. I love you.
I know, I love you too,
Aw.
Everett. Every time I see you, I'm so happy to see you.
You know, I think back to when we met you. He's eating ice cream, so he's a little divided attention right now. But I think back to when we met you, and you guys were talking about before the mini meetups and how important they are. And we've had the pleasure of having Misha pass through Minnesota 3 times that we've been able to attend. And that was back whenever it was only 2 years old. And at that point in time, he was medically complex enough that we weren't at a point where we could even like fathom in our heads how to make it possible to travel to conference or anything like that. And so the fact that you were able to come to us and connect us with a community, yes, and connect us with a community that was right here that we didn't even know about was just amazing and beautiful. And we have enjoyed every year being able to reconnect with those same people. And we're very excited. This is the year we're 99.9% sure that we are stable enough medically to go to conference. So we're planning a trip to Atlanta this summer, and we're super excited about it. But I think what I love most about the meetups is just seeing the variety, just meeting everybody and seeing the variety. And it's really nice for our whole family and Everett to get to meet other people who are as awesome as he is. And we just love Misha and are so grateful to have had the opportunity to be a part of this. Anything else?
Ice cream wins.
Ice
All
cream
right. Thank you so much for sharing, Jessica and Everett. Tracy.
All right, yep, I'm not muted. So I'm thinking back to Indianapolis when I first met you. It was your first conference. And if I could bottle the look on your face and just like take it everywhere, I would. It was just pure excitement. And now, like, what, 13 years later, you continue to just spread that like joy of having a community to everybody. And it is just amazing to see. And if we could bottle your energy up and give it to other people, the world would be such a happier place. And I just had the thought that the old lady was actually at that conference. It was in the parking garage. I remembered I drove that car there, and I actually drove her to the very first conference in Chicago.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, it was meant to
Wow.
So she has actually been around for the long haul.
Wow, that's amazing.
I have never had that thought before, but yeah, she has been, she was there.
I love it, Tracy. Wow. And I love you. And I cannot wait to see you in my house.
I know. I'm so excited.
Exciting. Crystal, are you still there? Or are you still decorating your tree? I don't know if she's around. We'll come back to We'll come back to her. Her tree is the star of the show right now. All right, Marty. Well, I've got to get my tissues ready first.
If you make me cry, I will come and,
I already been crying. So I met Mitra in Jacksonville, Florida. And for the first time, I knew like her light was so powerful. And I've been so fortunate to be able to travel with some of the trips and see what you do in home, in the miles, in the work, and it's unbelievable. And you're such a special soul for so many people. And I'm just so thankful for everything you've done. You have inspired me to do things that I'm doing now, and so many other people. And you and Mike just keep that light going and just keep going and just never ever give up, because you are and have and will continue to reach so many people. And I love you so much, and so thankful for you and Mike.
I love you too, my soul brother, so much. Oh my goodness.
Well, there is definitely a purpose behind this meeting, Misha. We just didn't want you to come on here and share, your journey. We know we're going to hear more about it in the coming weeks and the coming months, and we're super excited for 2024 and what that's going to bring for you and our families. Across the United States, we're really excited for your next 10,000 miles for AMC awareness, and we're super thankful for you, all that you do for our community, not just you but Mike, and I know that your mom is also a big part of your life, and we love you enormously, and I mean there's just no words that can describe our appreciation for all you do for everyone. For me, you have changed my life enormously, and I'm forever thankful for all of that. I mean, your friendship is like no other. I message you at 3 a.m. sometimes, and you're always there, and I know you are there just as much for so many other families, our new families especially, that are lost and really need to find their way. And so I know that our community as a whole appreciates all that you do for us, all of us, to raise awareness for arthrogryposis. All of your posts, even if they don't get but 2 likes, they're viewed and they're appreciated. You're valued, you're seen, and I cannot thank you enough. So surprise!
Oh, goodness, you really got me, and I want to tell you all that you all know how much you mean in my life, and this is not just me. This is not Michael. This is all of us coming together. It's something that we wouldn't be able to do if I always tell you, Annie, like if we didn't know that you had our back, like on the trips. I know that we travel calmly because I know we can reach out to you and say like this is happening, and we will have the community behind us, and it's such a joint work. It's possible because of all of us, again, because of the community coming together, the families opening their homes to us, the donations for the trip, the support of AMCSI, the everything, the old lady behaving, like it's just everything. It's a group work of love. It's everyone. We are just the ones that get in the car and drive the miles, but we have the support, and we couldn't do it without all of you. So thank you.
Okay, now you can share a little bit of your journey.
You want me to share, but I would
Now-
All right, so we have a big announcement. You know how you say that we're gonna do America?
Yes.
We are gonna do America, yes. We're gonna be in America from May until conference. So we're gonna be doing a lot of states like Christmas tree, like we shared last week. But we are also we're also going to Europe. Finally.
Yay!
The old lady won't be able to come with us.
Understandable.
But we are gonna do we know for sure that we're gonna do Finland, we're gonna do Germany, we're gonna do Italy, we're gonna do France, England, and we are working with and Spain, and we are gonna work with 2 other support groups to see if we can do one meeting between 2 countries, because they are so close,
Okay.
So yeah.
Can we come?
If you want.
That's awesome.
It's gonna be however we can, so we don't have a plan yet if we're gonna rent a car, but I think it's gonna be a mix. I think it's gonna be called like the planes, trains, and you know what, everything in between.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we're just so excited to reach the families and connect the communities beyond. We are a global community and we need to see our families. Our families are coming to us in America, and we want to go to them as well. And
and
Mark, are you still there? Mark?
Yes, I am. Sorry, I'm driving.
Do you want to share the news with me?
Yes, I will. We reached out to Misha. We have our conference in 2025, and we reached out to Misha, and we invited her out to do a tour, go around the New Zealand families and come to our conference.
That's so awesome.
That is
So
awesome.
to get some of the Australian AMC families involved as well. So it'll be a South Pacific, Australia, New Zealand tour. So we can't wait.
That is amazing.
That is amazing. And we're really excited.
Yes, so that's what's coming. We are gonna go international again, and we're gonna make this work. We're gonna connect the bridges. As when Annie and I remember the day that Annie and Lana offered me the position, told me about the international ambassador position, and they asked me what I wanted to achieve with it. I was like building bridges between the community, and I feel like we are doing that.
Absolutely.
That is awesome. Misha, I'm so excited for you and for all of the families in Europe. And of course, New Zealand, that's incredible. And of course, we have our symposium that will be happening next year as well in Montreal. So I'm sure you will be there with with our families there as well. We'll have I think there's plans for AMC Family Day as well. So Canada will not be left out next year. So if you are in Montreal, there is a family fun day planned in conjunction with the 4th International Symposium for Arthrogryposis. So lots of going on. We, AMCSI, will be traveling a good bit next year, which is really exciting. We have an event coming up at DuPont in March. So if you are in the Delaware area, surrounding states, more details will be coming soon. Rainey's on that planning committee. She's waiting for a few approvals, and we'll have more details to share on that as well. Hey, Crystal, you're back. Do you want to share real quick, since you missed the sharing portion of our call before we sign off? Uh-oh, can you unmute?
Yeah, sorry, I was getting Christopher to bed.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
And then I had to come back downstairs and turn it down because he's like,
You were so loud.
Do you hear that music playing? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go turn it down.
Aw,
I heard the chatter.
Yeah, so we were just sharing our appreciation for Misha, and I know I was saving you and Marty for last because I figured either one of you were gonna make us cry. So
Aw.
Crying so much.
That's not the intention. But we're really thankful that actually both Marty and Misha were able to come and spend time with us. And I know for Christopher, it just meant the world of difference to just have you guys here, and the little moments that he got to experience of like just I don't know, just he was like one of the crew. I know when him and Marty and Misha, like they were driving in the AMC car, and Misha and Marty shared with me, he rolled the window down and he was just like he just felt so free and so wonderful, and he was so proud to have Misha and Marty there in the AMC card. It was just really beautiful. All those little moments that we all got to share together. And yeah, we have the Montreal thing coming up next year, and looking forward to hopefully seeing everybody. I don't know who else going to come for that. I think like Misha, Marty, I think you guys are gonna come.
Yeah,
It'll be nice. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I feel like I've been left out of the loop because I didn't get to hear everything that everybody was saying, but
You can rewatch it. It's being recorded.
Okay.
Good night,
I
Everett.
love when you say that he felt like one of the gang, because he was actually, you could hear his little voice going like, "Hey guys, like guys, look at this. Hey guys." It was so cute.
It was like you guys were like your own little crew, and it was just the sweetest. And I think he was like the youngest one, like for the meetup
Meetup,
too,
yeah.
right? But I never, not once did he feel like not a part of it all. And it was just, we had so much fun. And he bragged about everything to everyone for such a long time. He was just so proud. We even left our like little note on the garage, I think, like pretty much all summer.
Aww.
And your footprints. I have to take another picture because how you and Marty put your footprints beside his little footprints. So when Christopher first started walking, I took his very first pair of braces that he started walking in, and they were redoing the pavement out front of our house. They were doing the sidewalk, and I took those little braces and I put these little imprints in the cement, because that's where he walked up and down that sidewalk so much in his walker. And his Bella's Boomba. After he did both of his elbow surgeries, that was like his stomping grounds. And then Misha and Marty, before they left, they made that one last little swing by, and they put their footprints beside. And so Misha's on one side and Marty's on the other. And looking at it the other day, it just looked like they were two wings, just there to support and lift and carry. And like, I heard you guys talking about the community, and it just obviously means everything to us. So I will take a little picture and send it to you.
It's such a beautiful memory.
Yeah.
I something that I really treasure in my heart. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, Crystal.
Yeah, no problem.
Sweet. All right, Misha, any final thoughts before we sign off tonight?
Next time, send me, I need a box of Kleenex. I love you guys so much. I don't know how this happened. I'm just really, really thankful it did. Like how the AMC journey, I was 28. I didn't even ever Google it, and all of a sudden we're all here.
That is incredible. So incredible. The power of the internet and the power of community. It's amazing. And I'm so Marty.
Power of AMC moms.
Yeah. Well, we are so thankful for all of you. I'm thankful for all of you guys keeping this top secret, and not letting Misha in on what we were doing tonight. So thank you guys so much for participating.
I talked to a lot of you a lot, and nobody said anything.
Misha, Mike, we love you. We love Mom too. Marty, we love you guys. all of you
Love
on the
you.
call tonight and everybody at home. We are so, so thankful for you guys tuning in. I think this is probably the biggest night we've had of folks tuning in for us. So I'm excited. That's exciting. We should bring Misha in more often. Misha and friends. So thank you all. Ted, take it away and close us out.
We want to thank
Love you all.
everybody again. What an amazing session this was tonight. It was great to hear everybody's stories. Lots of love going on in this episode. Next week, we want you guys to tune in. We're going to have Marty with us and friends on the 12th. And tonight's secret word is jingle bells, since it's the holidays. So if you are watching this tonight and you hear that, the first 5 people to email that in at info@amcsupport.org will get a special item from our shop. And with that, I want to say be strong and be safe, everybody. We love you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, everyone.
Good to see everybody.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone. Nice to see you all.
Thanks.
Bye. Love you
Bye,
guys.
everyone.
Love
Thank
you.
you, Mark, for coming. Thank you,
Thank
Rod.
you.